Your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video leading up to the Walking Dead Season 10 second half. But of course, one of the first videos I want to do during the break is talk about the Walking Dead Season 10, and I want to discuss the worst to best episodes of the first half, ranking them from worst to best. Okay, guys, so I want to do this video because, of course, The Walking Dead first half of Season 10 is officially finished, and, now we have, some discussion topics I'd like to kind of update on. So, coming up in the next couple days, just to kind of let you guys know, a lot of really fun Walking Dead videos coming up really soon. I'm going to be doing a video later on today for The Plague as well. We did get a brand new teaser trailer for Season 5 of The Plague yesterday, so I want to give my thoughts on that. That video will be coming up, probably, it's either probably already posted or it'll be coming. So, so that'll be coming up really soon as well, or it's already posted for you guys. If so, then that's great. But I want to, the Walking Dead video is coming up in the next, at least the next week or so. I'm going to be doing, the next one I'm going to be doing is the updated top 10 best characters of The Walking Dead. Top 10 characters in the entire series. We're going to do one of the characters throughout the entire series, and then the top 10 of the characters that are in the show right now. So those are going to be that, and then of course, we're also going to do now, the one thing before I get into anything else, I'm not going to do an updated top 10 best episodes of The Walking Dead this year, and I'm going to just explain real quick is that, I don't think any of the episodes of Season 10 would actually go into the top 10 best episodes of The Walking Dead, maybe not even the top 15, top 20, at this point. I just... looking back on Season 10, I enjoyed it, but I don't think there's any of the episodes that would really, go into the list like that. So, unfortunately, that will not be updated this year. However, I mean, unless you guys don't want to see it, just there won't be almost really any Season 10 mentions at all in the top, 15 or top 20 best episodes of Walking Dead. But anyway, that's one thing I wanted to mention. But, another thing I want to do is the top 10 best scenes of the first half of the season. So I'm going to it's going to be a pretty cool video. I'm going to get all these clips together, and you guys will get to see, my top 10 favorite clips. And I'm actually going to, show you guys the clips in the video. So I think you guys will like that. That'll be probably coming up pretty soon. Now, this Sunday for The Walking Dead, coming up, if we don't have an episode, but the one thing I will be doing is I will be doing a death predictions video for the second half. We're going to go in depth, and we're going to discuss and, kind of talk about it. Now, I do want to also let you guys know that Walking Dead Q&A videos are going to be on Fridays from now on. So this Friday I will be doing a Walking Dead Q&A, so not tomorrow, but on Friday I will be doing a Walking Dead Q&A video. This is how it's going to be from now on. One Q&A, and it's going to be on Walking Dead Q&A on Friday. So if you guys have any Q&A questions, write those down in the comment section below for Q&A questions, of course. So you guys know how it works. This Friday I will answer you guys Q&A questions as long as I get enough of them. So that's that. However, let's get into this list. Enough rambling on and this and that. Just kind of want to let you guys know that, but and especially because of all the videos I've been doing lately and stuff like that. That's some of the stuff you guys can be expecting to see very soon, as well as a Sadiq character spotlight video this Saturday. So a lot of awesome stuff coming up. I also want to review Zombieland, which I have right here ready to go for the first one, and then right after I'll review the second Zombieland. So yeah. Really cool stuff, but let's get into the top 10, in my opinion, the worst to best Walking Dead episodes of Season 10. Let's get started with number 8. Okay, so my least favorite episode of this season. So, going into the list, I'm just like, I really, a lot of these episodes kind of were almost equally as good. But the one episode for me this season that really stood out, the one this season that I was just like, I have to put this at the worst episode of the season, which is definitely going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 2. What was that one called? We Are the End of the World with the Whispers. Now, this is the episode, if you guys don't remember, with, Alpha and Beta, and you have the current timeline. It's about 50% of the episode or so, and the other 50% of the episode is the flashback, stuff with young Lydia and stuff like that. So, even though I do think that the episode, was probably better than a lot of the other bad episodes of The Walking Dead, the thing is that for a second episode of a season, for it to be episode 2, and especially because in my opinion, the premiere was not, like, a wow premiere this year, I would definitely have to say that I think episode 2 is probably the weakest episode of the season, I think by a long shot, to be honest. So, that is episode 2. But, I still enjoyed the episode, but kind of, one of those episodes where you could skip over it and you'd probably be okay, unless, because really it's only to find out more about the Whispers. So there is that. Number 7. So number 7 of The Walking Dead is going to be Episode 4. So, I do think that Episode 4, Silence the Whispers, is a very good episode. I just don't think that they really put as much work into that episode as they should have, seeing how this was the one with the tree, this was the one with Lydia, and the issue 150 moments from the comic given to Lydia. Especially, we got the scenes with Daryl and Negan, and although I liked the episode, I think it was a lot less epic than we thought it was going to be. I thought Episode 4 should have been a lot better, but, I still liked it. I just don't really think that it was, as good as it probably should have been, seeing what was in the episode. But the other thing I didn't like is the kiss between Ezekiel and Michonne, and I admitted that in my review. I was like, it kind of feels like they just put that in there so they could have something for the trailer to kind of make us freak out. But you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, I feel like they just put it in there for the trailer, because Ezekiel kissing Michonne was so random, in my opinion. Like, it's just so random, like, I don't know. But still, I do like that episode a lot more than Episode 2. But I have to say, Episode 4 is definitely my second least favorite from this season. Coming into number 6, so number 6 is going to be the season premiere. So, I know for a lot of people, you guys are probably going to be like, number 6 is the premiere. Yeah, I'm going to put number 6, I'm going to put the premiere at number 6. I don't actually think that it is one of the best episodes of the season. I think it's a very, very good, premiere, but I think season 9 premiere, maybe even the season 8 premiere, was better than the season 10 premiere. I think they did a good job with the opening minutes, with the satellite crashing and the training and stuff like that. I was really hyped around that time, but then I found that the episode kind of went from like there to like kind of here, like around the middle. There was a bit of a lull in the middle of the premiere, and I didn't really notice it at first, but kind of going back and looking at these episodes again, I'm like, the premiere kind of had a bit of a slow, relaxed kind of feel about halfway through the premiere, and then it ramped up at the end with the satellite and the fire and stuff like that, and then, Carol and Alpha face off. Like, in the last 10 minutes, it really picked up, but I feel like for a good 20 minutes of the episode, they were just kind of chilling, and it's kind of unfortunate for a premiere, but I still liked it. I don't think it was a disappointing premiere, but I feel like they could have given us a lot more for that premiere. However, I still enjoyed it, and I did think it was still a very good episode. But yeah, that's number 6 for me. Number 5 is going to be Episode 5, which is, of course, called What It Always Is. So, this is the episode with Negan and Brandon. So, this is when, in my opinion, the season gets to, the really good stuff. So, we have Negan and Brandon, who, of course, go out, and, he's a Negan, fanboy, basically, and he wants to be Negan, so to speak, and kind of asking him questions about Sanctuary and this and that, and, of course, killing the kid and the mother. So, definitely, I have to say that was an awesome episode. He gets Lucille, like a new Lucille, the old jacket back. And that's not even all. I mean, he goes into the Whisper camp, meets up with Beta, of course, and even though I don't like how they skipped over it in Episode 6, for Episode 5, I like how they did it. And, specifically also a lot of bonding between Daryl and Connie, which I love. The story about Merle and stuff like that. I loved it. I thought it was a really, really great episode. We even find out that Ezekiel's cancer, so that was a huge deal when we found out about that in that episode. And for me, a very, very good episode of The Walking Dead. I really enjoyed that episode a lot. Number 4 is going to be Episode 6, which is, of course, called Bonds. So, I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I think, I remember this episode got a little bit of hate. I'm not one of them. I think Episode 6 was very good. I think the thing is about Episode 6 that people didn't like is that, they didn't like how much of the illness they really had in the episode. But, because, of course, Cheryl was sick, Rosita was sick, a lot of people like that. But, I enjoyed it. And I really liked what they did with Sadiq in the episode, how he's kind of got the bait, and he's like, holy crap, what happened? Like, did I sleepwalk or something? Like, really cool stuff there. And then, of course, we also have Negan at the Whisper Camp, which I really enjoyed. And one of the most amazing scenes of this season is when Negan and Alpha meet each other for the first time. I don't know what it is about that scene. I just love it. Because, Negan doesn't have a group anymore. Now Negan gets on his knees in front of Alpha, and I love that. But I love how the scene was done. The music, the feel, the tension, that you just didn't know what Alpha was going to do about that. Just that whole thing with Negan just coming in like that, and it was awesome. But another thing as well, we got to see Carol and Daryl, of course, capture a prisoner. So I really enjoyed the episode. Daryl putting on the Walker guts as well. Just really, well, Walker blood. But I love the episode. I thought it was really, really good, and even though the illness wasn't my favorite as season 4 as well, I still enjoy the episode very much. Number 3 is going to be episode 7. So, this is, of course, the big death episode with Siddiq. So, number 3. So, maybe I could have put this a bit higher. I'm sure I'm going to hear those comments. But at the same time, I also have to consider that there were a lot of problems I had with this episode as well. However, I'm still going to put it at number 3 because I feel like the death of Siddiq and just finding out that Dante was a whisperer like that just really, it was one of the craziest scenes in the entire series for me. And I really enjoyed the entire scene. I thought they really did a good job with it. I think overall, Siddiq's character throughout the series, he really did a good job. I don't really think that Siddiq and the actor, really should have died at that time. I think they could have had Siddiq go on longer. However, the way they killed him off and the way they had Dante be a whisperer like that, really just, they knocked it out of the park with that one, in my opinion. So, episode 7, especially with the prisoner and stuff like that, really cool stuff. Lydia switching sides and, Gamma and everything like that. Finding out that Lydia's alive and stuff like that. Really just a great episode all around. So, that was one of the best episodes ever, in my opinion. Number 2 is going to go to the mid-season finale, of course, the underwhelming, people are calling it, mid-season finale. However, I'm still going to put episode 8, The World Before, still at number 2. I think it's still a very good episode. I think it's a very, very good episode. I'm one of the only people that actually think, surprisingly, that the mid-season finale was actually very, very good. I mean, from Dante's death to, I love the funeral scene with Siddiq. I thought that was really great. The fight with Rosita and Dante, so intense, And you don't know if Siddiq's going to get Coco, and I didn't think it was impossible at that time. I was kind of freaking out, I'm not going to lie. And, Gabriel killing Siddiq the way he, Gabriel killing Dante the way he did, and just the stabbing and it's like, oh my god. And, if anything, they teased Rosita's death in the mid-season finale as well, which I hope I'm wrong about, but I don't know if I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of right when it comes to Rosita's death. I think they probably will kill off Rosita. In the second half, I kind of I feel it coming, but, unfortunately, but, I also really enjoyed the stuff with Daryl and the others, with Carol, and kind of how reckless she's being, how, I know a lot of people were kind of complaining about Carol in the mid-season finale, and kind of how she was being so reckless, but that's the thing, you see Alpha standing there, who wouldn't want to just run after her and kill her, And some people were saying, why don't you just shoot her with the bow and arrow, this and that, or if she has a gun on her, or something like this. Yeah, but if you miss, you're probably not going to get another chance. So, the thing is that, I feel like Carol just wanted to kill her, just no weapons at all. She just wanted to kill her, and Carol just, ran after her and did what she thought was right, and she didn't really think about it. She just kind of did it, And, yeah, the group is now stuck in a cave, which I really like that scene as well. And Daryl's kind of walking through with the knives, and he's like, what's going on? It's very quiet in here, and then, goes down, and, falls in the cave with everybody else. But I loved it. I thought it was an awesome episode. I thought they really did a good job with it. Maybe we could have seen more from Negan and the Whisperers, but I definitely enjoyed it. Plus, Michonne leaving as well with Virgil I thought was really crazy as well, because now we know that we only have one more episode left with Michonne. So that was also very good. And number 1, so my favorite episode of the season is going to be Episode 3. So, yeah, and so I don't know if people are going to agree with me on this one. I personally, going back, looking at the episodes again for Season 10, over the last couple days, my favorite episode of Season 10, at this point, would probably be Episode 3. I really enjoyed Ghost a lot. I think they did an amazing job with the episode. I love how you have the hours that are going by as they're killing the walkers, the Whisperers are trying to weaken our characters, and as well, the stuff between Aaron and Negan, and just some of the lines they said to each other was just, it was amazing, honestly. And the border meeting with Alpha was awesome as well. We don't have to stand here and listen to this. What? Just love it. Absolutely love it. And Carol even tries to shoot her, and Alpha does not move at all. She doesn't move at all. She just stays there, and just stands there, and she just doesn't care. And Oh my god, I love it. And the hallucinations, I thought they could have done a better job with the hallucinations, but what they did do was awesome. And as well as Alpha and her whispers, kind of not really, following the rules either, crossing the border into the land as well. So, they marked the new border and this and that, but the whispers kind of don't follow it. So, of course, now the whispers are at a point where I feel like Alpha just wants to kill all of them, but she's kind of waiting for the right time, So, I love it. I thought it was an awesome episode, and, if anything, it redeemed Negan. It had amazing Carol and Alpha scenes. It had, and Carol and Alpha had awesome, at least 3 very good scenes this season, But I loved it. I thought they really, really did a good job with the episode 3, and I have to say that Ghost is my favorite episode of the season. So, I don't know if you guys agree on that, but in my opinion, Ghost was the episode I enjoyed the most. It had the most focus on our core characters, great character development, great action, great tension, very scary episode, and awesome stuff with Negan and Aaron, 2 of my favorite characters. So, yeah, really enjoyed Season 10. Even though I don't think that I'm going to be honest, I don't think Season 10 is as good as the first half of Season 9, but I think they did a good job with it. I think they really, really knocked it out of the park with, what they did do, and, the deaths with Sadiq and Dante and everything like that really was awesome as well, and I have to say I enjoyed this first half. So, what are your worst to best, episodes of this half? I want to hear that from you guys. If you guys' list is, similar to mine, if it's close, or if it's freaking not the same at all. And honestly, I cannot wait to see your guys' list. Write that down as well. But as well, write some Q&A questions for this Friday's Q&A for The Walking Dead, guys, because I definitely want to do that with you guys as well as some more Walking Dead videos coming up, more videos on The Plague, now that we know Season 5 is going to be coming as well of that. Zombieland Movie 1 review, and the second one I also want to review, as well as a lot more just general videos on the channel coming up very soon. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below, and if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Click that like button, show me some support, I do appreciate it, and feel free to share the video as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys really soon for some more Walking Dead videos. Peace out, guys.